Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you so much for being here with us this evening. My name is Joseph McCora. I'm the very proud principal here at Bronxville Middle School, and we have an amazing class that's about to, we're going to have a nice little celebration with them tonight. I think we've cooled the temperature off a little bit for you right now, and we want to definitely just thank you all for being here with us. We have a lot of nice things to say this evening, but without further ado, I would like to first start our round of applause off to Mr. Dell and our 7th grade orchestra that will be performing for us this evening. 6th, 7th grade. And Mr. Dell, if you would, whenever you are ready, we will begin. And if the parents and family members would like to stand, they feel more than happy to, and turn to the aisle center right by me. Here they come. Feel free to clap, too. Keep that applause coming for the end of the line, everybody. Got to get louder as the line gets to the end. You got to get louder. There we go. There we go. Great job, guys. Thank you so much, and if everyone could please be seated for one moment, including our graduates. Thank you. They're so good, aren't they? I just wanted to welcome you all. This is a very special evening for a very special group of young gentlemen, young ladies, and I'm very proud to be here with you. We're going to start off our festivities a little bit the same way we start off every single day of school, and that's with our Pledge of Allegiance. And we always have a wonderful pledge master at this. And this year, there was a young man who just showed himself to be a model student in terms of the kindness that he showed towards others. And I would like to invite Mr. John McDonald to come up here right now.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being with us tonight. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner, which our middle school orchestras will perform over there. Let us take this time to please quiet ourselves and, with respect, place your hands over our hearts and say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And please remain standing. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Each year, we ask our 8th graders at the end of each year to share their reflections about a very important aspect of our school, a philosophy of our school called the Bronxville Promise. This year, this grade shared those thoughts about the tenets of the Bronxville Promise, and they did so with great distinction, so much so that representatives of this class were asked to speak at the last school board. A tradition here is for students at the moving up ceremony to kind of share a little word about middle school and some of the experiences that they've been through. And it is my pleasure to introduce the first of 4 students that will share some experiences with you. Would you please give a big round of applause for Annie Jaquette?
All right, good evening, everybody. I'm Annie Jaquette, and just like everyone else here on these steps, I'm going off to high school. Whether you're leaving Bronxville or you're staying, that's something we all have in common. To say that I'm nervous about speaking here tonight is an understatement, but to say that I'm proud of how far all of us have come is also an understatement. I still remember how I felt at the end of 5th grade when I realized that we were all going into middle school, into what seemed like a whole different world. I was scared, however, I knew I would learn a lot from it, and I was right. For example, I've been told my entire life, you get what you get and you don't get upset. But little did I know that once I stepped through the doors on the first day of middle school, I would find out that that standard was completely unrealistic. Whenever I got a bad test grade, I got upset. But when I knew that I had the potential to do so much better, I got even more upset. However, I think there's a benefit to getting your feelings hurt because it teaches you to appreciate the good in your life. Sorry. From this, I've learned that sometimes it's okay to not be the best at something. It's okay to make mistakes. It's all going to give you more opportunities to grow and improve as a person. There were many obstacles that everyone else beside me had to overcome. Tough tests, tough subjects, and more. I realize that everyone here has had a different experience, but I can guarantee you that every person on these steps have become a much harder worker, greater team player, and overall a well more rounded person since the beginning of middle school. And we can thank the last few years for that. These last few years have been the longest but shortest, most dreadful but exciting, challenging but rewarding years of our lives. And I know that that will continue in high school. This year, we had to make portfolios about ourselves and our time in middle school, and our connections to the Bronxville Promise, which we are reminded of every day that we're here. Up until this project, I had no idea how to associate myself with this promise, because I never really understood how I could have lived up to it in 3 short years. However, once I sat down and reflected on my time in middle school, I realized that not only me, but the entire class of 2028 has impacted the promise. Whether you played sports to participating in the musicals, from the Sharp Reservation trip in 6th grade to the Boston trip in 8th grade, everyone has made a difference. And I have no doubt that we will only live up to it more and become even better individuals in high school. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Annie. It's my pleasure to introduce a wonderful young man who will continue sharing some thoughts on middle school. Would you please welcome Mr. Cullen Kraus.
Good evening, families, teachers, administrators, and of course, classmates. I asked Mr. McCora what I should write my speech about, and he said, your journey through middle school. I thought about that for a bit and wasn't sure where to begin. Do I mention the 3 Chromebooks that I broke over my 3 years? Do I talk about learning the value of $1 by eating lunch in town with my friends? I decided it was best to talk about what got me through middle school. I feel it is general folk wisdom that middle school years are some of the toughest of your life. While I'm sure I haven't lived enough life yet to weigh in on that wisdom, I will say that I think it's likely easier here at Bronxville than other places. The main reason I say that is that Bronxville School has amazing staff and teachers that helped us get through to this moment in spite of ourselves. My parents say that most adults think teaching middle schoolers would be extremely challenging. However, our teachers have chosen to teach middle school, and they have been amazing. I won't name names, but there are people here today that showed me tremendous amounts of kindness and compassion, especially when I needed it most. For example, they helped me through a topic in their class that for whatever reason just wasn't coming easily to me. They took care of me when I was sick on a school trip. They let me complain when I wasn't at my best. And most importantly, they believed in me. And all these things they did for me, they also did for my classmates. We have the best teachers who get middle schoolers and all of our flaws, and in spite of that, still want to spend their days with us. Also, my middle school experience was made better because of Mr. McCora, our principal. Mr. McCora became the principal when we were in 7th grade, and he has changed the energy at Bronxville Middle School. He is so positive, so encouraging, and so understanding. Those are all things that middle schoolers want and need in a principal. He greets us by name and works hard each day to get to know each of us personally. Whenever I've had a problem or an issue, Mr. McCara has always been there supporting me. I know that he wants what's best for me and for all of us, and he believes that we will all go on to do great things. Having a principal who genuinely believes in you and wants the best for you is life-changing. Mr. McCora has had a profound impact on my life. So while I'm excited to head to high school, I feel sad to leave my teachers and Mr. McCora. But I'm grateful that I attend a K-12 school where I can come back and visit. The Bronxville School is a community where kids are nurtured from kindergarten through graduation. In a lot of ways, school, and in particular this school, is all about the kids. But it works because it has a community of teachers, parents, and administrators who work their hardest to make sure kids get through these years with humor and grace. We have so much to look forward to with high school in our future, but I know we'd all like to give a big thank you to everybody who got us this far.
Thanks, Paul. Thank you, Cullen. All the teachers in the first row are crying right now. I really appreciate it. Thank you. An amazing young lady that will also continue sharing some thoughts about middle school. Please welcome Mary Memsey McCarthy. Mary.
Hi, my name is Memsy McCarthy, and I am a member of the class of 2028. Today is a day to celebrate. Thank you to everyone here tonight, including our teachers, coaches, the school board, the administration, including specifically Mr. Makora, and all of our families, especially my amazing parents. I know that to our parents this seems crazy. Their little babies are almost all young adults. Today is a day to reflect on our experience in middle school. I learned many things in middle school, like how to find the slope of a line, how heat energy is transferred, and so much more. But especially I learned that in life, you have to learn to find your own path. I'm not saying don't follow your teachers, coaches, or parents' rules and advice, but you have to make your own choices or you'll never be happy. I learned this from my parents because they always told me to be a leader, not a follower. And with this idea, you can accomplish a lot. I mean, I don't think I ever would have gotten the chance to make this speech if I had done the same thing as everyone else. My favorite part of middle school is the connections I made with my classmates and teachers. When you have something in common with someone, that's a reason to start a conversation. Also, it's very important for middle school that you try to make friends with everyone, because people change and friend groups break up, and there is no reason why you shouldn't try to be nice to everyone. I am so happy I was able to go to middle school in Bronxville. It has been such a great experience. I've had a lot of memorable experiences in my time at Bronxville Middle School, one being the Boston trip. It had a rocky start for us. First, one of our buses was late, then some of the room keys didn't work, then one of our buses got lost, but we were still able to have a good time because we stayed positive and enjoyed the ride. During this trip, we went on a great cruise that I know everyone loved. Another great memory from middle school was playing school sports. Whether you were on varsity soccer or modified lacrosse, we were all able to play games we loved. This spring, my modified lacrosse team had a rough start. In our first game, we were crushed by Pelham. After that game, we came back and worked as a team, and for the rest of the season, we were undefeated. Many of us had been at Bronxville since kindergarten, but we've also had a lot of new friends join us along the way. Middle school is just one part of this school. Next, we will go into high school where we will make new friends and even more memories together. Older people tell me that high school is the best part of your life. And if it's even better than middle school, I can't wait. Congratulations to all my friends in the class of 2028. Have a great summer, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mary. And finally, a young man who will continue to share some thoughts about middle school. Would you please welcome Mr. Logan Bellucci Siegel to the
Hard to follow those up, but I'm going to give it my best. Dr. Kelly, Mr. Makora, teachers, staff, coaches, families, and the class of 2028, thank you all for being here and everything you've done for us the past 3 years. Mr. Makora refers to middle school as a bridge, a connection between elementary school and high school. On this journey, we discovered who we are and found our voices in the world. Through our music, arts, and sports, we found the courage to take risks and hone our skills. A few months ago, I was given an opportunity by our band teacher, Ms. Karkala, to play a piece commissioned for the high school band. I was nervous but ready to take on this challenge. There was this one part that I just couldn't grasp, but Ms. K knew with a little more hard work, dedication, and a little more time, I could achieve success, and I did. Thank you, Ms. K. I also had the great pleasure to join the Ambassadors Program, a group of students put together to help fifth graders get acclimated to middle school before they arrive in the fall. We met with students and parents, hosted tours, and answered as many questions as we could. I enjoyed sharing my knowledge and experiences with the upcoming middle schoolers. Throughout our middle school experience, we have learned to work with our teachers and accept that there are challenges that we cannot defeat, and most importantly, learn from our mistakes. Even the smallest things, from a Latin is everywhere presentation or sketching an object in art, everything takes time, and it's all right to ask for help when help is needed. I know that everyone on these steps has crossed their own bridge filled with accomplishments and challenges, and I know that we're prepared to cross the next one. Thank you and good night.
Logan, I have the toughest act to follow following the four of you, but I'll do my best, and I'll start off. If we had a theme this year, it was thank you. That was something that we really emphasized a lot, of saying thank you. And I want to just say thank you to someone who has truly been just a phenomenal leader and someone who's been our biggest supporter every single day, and that's our superintendent who's here with us tonight, Dr. Rachel Kelly. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Thank you for all your support and guidance. There are some people, other people I'd like to acknowledge. Sitting in the first row of our audience here are the amazing and incredible staff of Bronxville Middle School. And they're going to kill me, but I would like them to just stand up for a second so they can be acknowledged and seen for who they are. They wouldn't have missed this for the world. So thank you. Lisa DeSanto and Jim Agnello. Lisa DeSanto is our guidance counselor, and Jim Agnello is our guidance counselor and dean of the middle school. And as it's been well advertised, this will be their final middle school moving up ceremony. So thank you, Jim and Lisa, for being here with us tonight and always serving over these ceremonies and assemblies. But I would be remiss if I did not thank the person who is really someone who has in a very short time become the heart and soul of our main office, and the person who said, Mr. McCora, why can't middle school moving up ceremonies have a nice pamphlet that parents can take home with them instead of that piece of paper we've always given out? I would like to acknowledge and ask her to stand up, please, Miss Kathleen Matthews, and thank you. Thank you for all you brought to our school. Thank you. A special thank you also to the PTA for all they've done under the leadership of Wendy Fahey, our middle school council chair this year. And last but never least, the true heroes that make it all happen each and every day. We wouldn't be here tonight all safe and set up in chairs if it wasn't for our security guards and our custodians. So thank you so much to all of them. And that being said, I just wanted to once again thank you all for being here, and really want to thank Annie Cullen, Mary Ann Logan for their wonderful words and reflection. It's impossible to follow you, but I'll do my best. I want to make a few remarks about this wonderful class. I want to begin by thanking all of our family, friends, and loved ones for being here with us tonight. For these family, friends, and loved ones, this is a very special evening, students. Before us tonight is a wonderful representation of hope, unlimited potential, and just generally kind people. This year, we conducted a slow launch of our PBIS program, which celebrates positive actions and behaviors. This class really led the way in terms of counseling the principal on ways to motivate students to just simply do the right thing each and every day, not because you have to, but because you want to. And it was their suggestion that said the theme this year should be just simply saying thank you, because we learn please and thank you at home and in kindergarten, and it goes a long way. With that being said, we took part in a series of activities with that theme, thank you, associated with it. Most recently, we said thank you to 3 retiring teachers for their devotion and service to our school. And before that, it was this grade that initiated a kindness contest where students would compete against each other for who could be the kindest towards each other randomly. And this 8th grade actually won that contest. I have so many memories and adventures with this class, and I emphasize the word adventure in many ways. From our trips to hallway interactions, assemblies, and yes, as it's been echoed, a few bus breakdowns on a few trips here and there. But these bus breakdowns are great memories. As they're happening, they may not seem so great, but when we think about it now, we kind of laugh about it, and teasing them at the moving up practice a little bit. One of them even mentioned to me, I'm going to tell my grandchildren about those 2 bus breakdowns that we had, Mr. McCora, because some of us broke down twice on the same bus, and we are forever bonded for that. In the end, every memory I have with them is special. And I will share with you that they do leave a wonderful legacy behind at Bronxville Middle School, with so many new innovations that will continue and evolve long after they leave our school. And to these wonderful parents and families of these students, on behalf of our staff, I want to thank you for allowing us the time and opportunity that we had to share with them. You see, time truly is a gift, and the time we spent with them will be a gift that we always treasure. Thank you again for that time. And to my dear students, I have said this often, that in the world of education, I have always seen middle school symbolized as truly that beautiful bridge that takes you from those young, wondrous days of elementary school to the amazing world of high school. And in the middle of all that is your time with us. It's a time of growth, challenge, and celebration of achievement. And hopefully along the way, you've become inspired while taking a class or taking part in an experience that ignited a passion in you. And as you move on to high school, you can follow that passion and desire. And who knows, it can lead you towards something you may want to pursue in your lives. During your middle school time, we tried to work with you to develop positive habits and skills that will hopefully help you and serve you for the rest of your life. Along your middle school journey, you probably faced some adversity along the way. But tonight is a classic example of how when you just keep working hard and you don't give up, you will achieve that goal that you're trying to achieve. We spoke about the little things you can do each day that can make a big difference in your life and the lives of others. Remember simply each day, do your best. Do not be afraid to struggle and even fail at times. You are never alone in anything you do. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Follow the rules, respect everyone, and make someone's day every single day by a simple act of kindness. And you will create a culture of kindness for yourselves and those around you. Last night, as I do before each moving up ceremony, I looked over the yearbook for this year, and thank you to our wonderful yearbook team of Oliveri and Kaplan for that yearbook, because it really was a great stroll down this year. But then after I look at this year's yearbook, I do one specific thing. I grab last year's yearbook, and I go right to the 7th grade. And I'm in amazement of how much you've grown and how much you've become such even more amazing students and people. You've all grown up so much. So finally, tonight is really that night to celebrate that growth and look towards high school with great enthusiasm and joy. For I know there is no limit to your potential, and we all look forward to hearing about and seeing all of the amazing things that you'll accomplish in high school. To our parents and families here today, please take some time to celebrate all these students have accomplished. But parents, celebrate your accomplishment as well. They are here because of all the support, love, and guidance that you gave them as well. And again, thank you for sharing with them with us. They made our lives better for having known them. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had some great times together in middle school, but the best times in your life are ahead of you. Work hard, enjoy the experience, and do your best. My whole career as a middle school person, I always felt bad at moving up ceremonies because where I used to work, they were leaving us and we weren't going to see them anymore. The beautiful thing about Bronxville is that they're just right down the hall whenever I want to go visit, and they know they can always come visit here. My dear students, I ask one thing of you. Please go forward and continue your journey where you will continue to be innovators, engage the world, think critically, and inspire others through your leadership. For you are the fulfillment of the Bronxville promise. Congratulations, and thank you for all you have done, and we look forward to all that you will do. We love you very much, and your middle school family is always here for you whenever you need us. Congratulations. And now has come that wonderful time where I will ask the dynamic duo of Agnello and DeSanto one more time to get up. And they will have the honor of giving the diplomas out for us tonight. Parents, we have arranged, our parents are wonderful, and they've arranged actually for a photographer to be here with us tonight. There is an X that will mark the spot, and our students will pause and have a picture taken. So we just want to thank them for that as well. And I will ask that we hold applause. I want every row to get a raucous applause from everyone here. So what we'll do is to move this and make it special for everyone is we will go through the graduate names. They'll take pictures, and when we're done with one row, the row will remain standing. We'll acknowledge that row and scream real loud for every single student. Let's make it very special for them. Would row 1 please stand? Thank you, row 1. And now moving forward, Corrine Augustin, Nathan Barra, Teller Beldotti, Drake Benton, Carter Blumenreich, Leah Bobus, Ella Brinster, Emily Busker, William Busker, Lena Corella, Alex Sebenoyan, Zoe Chen, Ruby Chester, Leonardo Cipriani, Anthony Civalli, James Conlon, Thomas Cook, Andre Crew, Ryan Curran, Simona Danzer, William Davis, Catherine Devereaux, Genevieve Dimitri, Cullum Doherty, Emma Dordovich, Michael Fahey, Daniel Farber, Luke Fare Brennan. And as they continue to smile for the camera, how about a big round of applause for row one, everyone? Row one, you may be seated. Row two, please stand. Let's hear it for row two, everyone. Lorenzo Filoni, Matthew Feza, Thomas Fonseca, Annabelle Frigon, Augusto Gallipoli, Patrick Gangemi, Liam Garelick, Ryan Garelick, Anthony Jeremias, Isabel Gilmer, Benjamin Gleason, Evelyn Goddard, Layla Gold, Emerson Gremmons, Burke Greenfield, Lucas Gutierrez, Maximilian Gier, Phoebe Haley, Willa Haley, Gabriel Hangis, Eva Hanlon, Theodore Harblin, Andrew Harland, Isabel Harrison, Jack Harrison, Elizabeth Heathwood, Thomas Hine, Grace Harity, Elizabeth Holbert, and Griffin Hood. And we are going to continue smiling for that camera. And ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for row two. Row two, you may be seated. Thank you so much, row two. Row three, please stand. Let's hear it for row three. Walker Jacobs, Annie Jaquette, Matthew Jensen. William Kennedy. Maria Kaiser. Wilhelm Close. Luciana Cotio. Kian Cortidas. Cullen Kraus. Hudson Lau. Athena Lekovich. Marshall Liggett. Luca Lignetti. Kylie Lowe. Audrey Lovett. Maxine Lovett. Miles Luongo. Carter Mack. Hunter Malpass. Zeke Malpass. Aria Metu. Mary McCarthy. John McDonald. I just love those middle school smiles, let me tell you. Michael McKeegan, congratulations. Kelly McWilliams. Sophie Medler. Connor Mestel. Lucia Meyercard. And Ava Miola. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the amazing row 3. Way to go, row 3. Row 3, you may be seated. And we're going to ask wonderful row 4 to please stand. Let's hear it for row 4, everyone. Michael Farber. Michael Farber, congratulations. Matthew Moore. Pippa Mullen. Sophia Ney. Jack O'Gorman. Jessica O'Gorman. Agnes Olwell. James O'Mara. Caitlin Paisley. Arush Palyadev. Dalin Peters. Good job, man. Marco Pirelli. Mason Poggi. Elizabeth Presley. Piper Paitosh. Hadley Ramirez. Christopher Rivera. Gabriel Rodriguez. Gabriella Rosenberg. Caroline Ryan. Eva Sana. Zara Seamark. Jane Sikula, Kayla Schaefer, Logan Volucci Siegel, Connor Spillane, Antonia Tabois, Anna Turjanian, Maximus Tewell, and Elena Tomala Rydell. And let's give a big round of applause for row 4, everyone. Congratulations, row 4. Row 4, way to go. You may be seated. Row 5, please stand. Way to go, row 5. Tanner Voorhee, please come forward. Alexander Vermette. X marks the spot. There we go. Greta Warren. Good job. Just keep going. Sarah Wentries. Annabelle Whipple. Theodore White. Misa Willoughby. Ray Willoughby. Matt Wilson. Reef Wilson. Anderson Yu. Alexander Zakanayev. Julian Zara. Cole Zarba. Alexandra Zuta. And Yuri Takeda. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for row 5. Way to go, row 5. Ladies and gentlemen, as usual, I would ask you to please make some time right now to join me as they sit. I think they deserve a standing ovation. Let's give this class a standing ovation because they deserve one. Row 5, you may be seated, row 5. You're good. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few quick announcements before we go. The graduates will be walking out down that aisle over there. They will make their right and go onto the field. The PTA, once again, has gone out of their way for some treats for our students, and we want to thank all the 7th grade chairs for putting this together and our 7th grade moms for doing this. Thank you so much, everyone. We really do appreciate it. It's a wonderful tradition, and we're very grateful to you for it. I understand there's a little party after this. Make sure you have a good time. I might stop by just to say hello. Help out the parents. But graduates, as you move forward to high school, go forward, do your best. You're going to have a wonderful experience. You are ready for it. Go forward, enjoy it, and make us proud as you always have. With the graduating class, let me get this right, of the high school of 2028. Please stand. Mr. Dell, you may take us away.